You turn on the faucet, wash your hands, and suddenly you are staring at a pool of soapy, murky water that takes minutes to slowly drain away. Calling a professional drain cleaning service to address a partial stoppage like this can cost upwards of $400 just for a basic visit. Before you make that call, open your cabinets and gather 4 simple items: a standard sink plunger, a clean rag, a wire coat hanger, and a few paper towels. We are going to tackle this problem systematically. By using these tools to apply a few basic plumbing techniques, you can completely restore your water flow in under 10 minutes. The solution to 90% of household clogs relies purely on fluid mechanics, bypassing the need for expensive and damaging chemical drain cleaners entirely. Step 1 is preparing the sink for plunging. Turn on the tap and let a small layer of water pool right at the bottom of the basin. Now look closely at the upper inside rim of the ceramic bowl. You will see a small hole, which is an overflow valve designed to let water escape if the sink gets too full. If you press down with a plunger right now, the air and water pressure take the path of least resistance. Instead of pushing into the pipe, the pressure shoots right back up and out through that top hole. This diagram illustrates why plunging a bathroom sink usually fails. The physical force entirely bypasses the lower drain line. Because pressure escapes, the dense buildup of hair and soap remains perfectly intact, while water just sloshes in the basin. To seal this leak, take your wet rag, wad it up tightly, and press it firmly against the overflow hole, completely blocking the opening. A plunger operates as a hydraulic tool. It requires a completely airtight system to function, forcing every ounce of downward pressure directly into the blockage. Make sure you still have that shallow pool of water sitting around the main drain hole. This liquid seals the edges of the plunger's rubber lip against the porcelain. Keep one hand pressing the wet rag tightly against the upper overflow hole. With your other hand, pump the plunger vigorously to drive pressure down into the line. After several strong pumps, pull both the plunger and the rag away. Watch the water to see if it immediately sucks down the drain. As the water empties, listen very closely to the drain opening. You are checking for a distinct gasping noise. If you hear a heavy, gurgling bloop sound, the pipe is choking for air. This tells you that plunging helped, but a stubborn partial blockage is still clinging to the pipe deeper down. To address that deeper blockage, we have to physically extract it. Open the cabinet doors and look directly beneath the sink. Inspect the back of the main vertical drain pipe. You will locate a horizontal metal rod held in place by a small threaded nut. Unscrew that nut. You can usually just twist it off by hand, and pull the horizontal rod straight back until it is completely out of the pipe. Stand back up and look into the basin. With the rod removed below, you can now grab the pop-up drain stopper and lift it completely out of the sinkhole. This cross-section shows the extraction process. Lower a hooked wire coat hanger into the drain shaft, snag the tangled debris, and pull it out. Next, push a wet rag down the shaft to scrape the inner walls, clearing residual slime. Drop the stopper back into the drain basin, ensuring the hole at its base faces back. Reinsert the metal rod from underneath, passing it through the stopper's base, and tighten the nut. That pop-up rod stretches directly across the center of the drain pipe. Removing it is the only physical way to create the straight, unobstructed path necessary to pull out the debris trapped underneath it. With the system reassembled, turn both your hot and cold water handles on full blast to test your work. Notice the contrast. The water is no longer creeping up the sides of the bowl. It is swirling rapidly straight down the open pipe. Utilizing the sealed plunge method, followed by a manual stopper cleanout, reliably resolves the vast majority of sink blockages, avoiding the introduction of toxic, corrosive liquids into your home plumbing. By understanding the simple mechanics of your basin, you keep your sink draining fast, and you keep that $400 service fee in your own wallet.